It could be said that if there was a downfall to be discussed about mankind, it could be said that our quest for perfection has a huge influence on what is likely supporting a false narrative. And our quest for perfection, when we have been made to feel anything less than perfect in our schools, which are competitive, which is taught in our homes because children are not living up to some sort of expectation. That is reminded. They are reminded of that at all times. We as children are reminded of that. We are somehow less than perfect. And I remember my mom saying to me once, when I asked her what the definition of hell was, she said, "Hell is perfection." And I understood it in different ways along my path. Today, I have listened to someone who has some very deep insight, and she expressed some of those very things in a way that really made sense as to how I understood, because it's like, but don't we want everything to kind of be perfect? Don't we want, we want the next best thing. We want to prove to the world that we're successful. We've done things, our thoughts and choices have led us to appear, as close to perfect as we need to be to please our parents, to please our schools, to please what the governments are saying that we have to comply with. This would suggest some sort of perfection. And we are not perfect. We cannot ever attain that. And then you look at the image, what we see, and what has been an influence in our perception of what we see. That is what comes on in the form of videos or TV shows, movies, games, education. All of these things are layered together under the same subtext of striving for perfection. And then when we fall short of that, we are ashamed. And all kinds of strange behaviors will come out of being shamed. I've seen it. I have so many different accounts of my own personal experience, others around me, and I see symptoms that come out of shame that include lying, that include blaming other people, that include aggressive behavior that comes out of nowhere, that include hurting other people unnecessarily because of some deep trauma that we are not able to address. But we will watch our young children watch not what is rock and roll evil that we thought, like, are you crazy? This stuff's great. We are going to listen to rock and roll. We're like, no, it's the gates of hell. I'm kind of seeing why that's true, because drip, drip, drip a few decades later, and the little galley gal, call it, bless her heart, Britney Spears in her, kind of very sexy school dress, but very sweet and innocent. And then you look at videos 5 years later, Christina Aguilera, Mickey Mouse Club, these young gals, super Pollyanna, Taylor Swift, They're all sweet. Check out some of their videos later down the road that these same young people are idolizing and wanting to pursue. The color of lipstick, the type of clothing. If they don't look like Taylor Swift, they will try to look like Taylor Swift. And they will get out there to prove that, look, they represent something at least close to this perfection, the ideal that has been drilled into our heads, that we have been programmed to believe. And they'll go to the bar and they will socialize and be accepted with their color of lipstick, with their hair done so, with their sexy outfits on. And maybe they'll hook up with the cool guy. And maybe, unfortunately, they'll get pregnant. Because really, when you look at every single person in this world, they are the result of two other people having sex. Not only just having sex, but sex where they conceive a child. So you got to double up. Every single human you see, that's two other people, oftentimes drunk, got to admit it, who have procured. So that's a lot of sex going on. Without that sex, I doubt we need all these condos that are going up. I doubt we need all of the power play that you can control masses of people without there being some sort of fornication going on. Then, if that person felt they were abused or raped, because they had the lipstick and the low-cut dress that they were told to wear, not only that, algorithms will get it in your brain. Even if somewhere at the beginning of it all you didn't really think it was right, you will eventually. Then they will be told, you asked for it, you wore the lipstick, what do you expect? So they're guilty, so more shame. This is a catch-22. This is full circle, the snake eating its own tail. It is a turnkey operation to get us to strive for perfection. The better car, the better house, the better job. The people who do not meet our expectations because they're probably mirroring something within yourself that you do not want to see or accept because you're on a path to perfection. So those people will be called out, they will be defamed, they will be made to feel shamed and guilty for not adhering to a constructed standard that has been programmed into our mind that we no longer even have the ability to differentiate between that which is our own innate belief and that which has been programmed in this cycle of the snake eating its own tail. A perpetual, endless catch-22 of striving for perfection that is not there. We see everything outside ourselves. We don't like it. We call it evil. We denounce anything that doesn't look perfect, except what we have to realize is it is a reflection of the dark truths that must come out in all of us. The psychopathic tendencies, the mean-spirited tendencies. Even while you're love and light, how can you recognize psychopathic tendencies? Because you know them within yourself. Because you've seen them within yourself. Doesn't mean you've killed somebody. You can just be less than kind to someone. Be very Machiavelli, any means to an end, without really doing the inner searching. And when you are mean to somebody, you're buying into that exact evil narrative that stops us from allowing each other to be who we are inside, to go inside and see who we are, to look for those dark aspects and bring them out, talk about them. We can't hide from this by just putting our image outside, what our eyes see, and that's what's going on. We are all one connected source. This is a gift. This body that we have, this life that we have here, it is a gift through the higher creator who gets to live through us. We are under a distorted influence of chaos. And the time is approaching where people are going to see the truth for what it is, because the deep, dark, shadow self, aspects of self, are going to come to the surface by virtue of the energies that we are going through, the evolution of change in our consciousness. And thank God that the time is coming, because we need to pool our resources together, look at the differences within each other, talk about human behavior, talk about the things that could be better and far more practical for how we teach our children and what we teach our children. This time is not only coming, it's here already. We're just getting through the final vestiges of the dark shadows. Take stock of the awareness of your inner self. Close your eyes and be at one with yourself. Stop looking to the outside forces that are either allowing you to justify your own actions or allowing you to pick and choose what you think might be more perfect. There is no such thing. It is our downfall. We must support each other, strengthen each other, learn each other's hearts, understand that each person is going to experience things differently. And we need to embrace that which appears to be evil, because it is going to show us the truth. The truth will set us free. There is no getting around that. No soul is going to be able to escape the fact that the truth will set you free. If you deny the truth, if you continue to look away and stay in an archaic 3D dense dimension, that will be your choice. That will be your very specific choice. Please see things from the bigger picture. Please dig into your minds and hearts for better answers and solutions. There's more to come. Get ready. Take care, everybody. Stay aware. Says Kitchen Mouse.